Okay, so welcome to my stream. Today I am going to be going through the Shadowbringer content. I did pre-order the expansion, and so I get the pleasure of a bit of peaceful leveling through the new content before the hopeful mad rush of sane players. Straight into the wall. So I'm going to be leveling on my main character on the White Mage, because I'm a Care Bear and I don't mind it taking about a week to kill things, apparently. And I'm going to start the story. So, never seen it. This is all brand new. Temper your expectations, and please do not watch this stream if you want to play through Shadowbringer and you care about story spoilers, because this is just all story spoilers today. And puppies barking outside because I've got the window open because it's quite warm. Okay, Madonna. So, the story so far is quite interesting. I've especially enjoyed Heavensward. Not as in love with the next expansion, the Storm expansion, but you can't be in love with them all. Let's find out what's going to happen now. Tataru is itching to share what appears to be some good news. Okay, Shadowbringer orchestral roll and White Oak weapons coffer. Okay. Good news for us, we've had a stroke of luck with our search for that beacon. Apparently our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'll ever have found had the Ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eagle-eyed aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and a cranny. Still, it sounds like there's lots of ground to cover. What will you say? Oh no, this is new. Then we better go and give them a hand. Sounds like a tedious work. Yeah, I'm gonna be all vanilla. Vanilla. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find the beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is the mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes a-calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Where the fucking shitballs am I? Let's get out of here. Oh, we're just up the road. Okay. Mount roulette. I have my mount roulette on, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm on my present throwing teddy bear. Because who doesn't like a present throwing teddy bear? Ugh. There's actually flies as well, in case you were wondering. Ooh, someone's on a pimped out puppy over there. Yep. See on my mini-map, little guides for people who get lost easily. That would be me, most assuredly. There's less of a ferry, more of a large rowing boat. Head into the survey site, madam, on the eastern shore of the lake, and swiftly we go. Yep. Let's go. I hope the stream is accurately saying everything that it needs to say about Shadowbringers and spoilers and things like that. I checked it like 3 times to make sure that it stuck. So... So this is the very first story mission of the new expansion, Shadowbringers.
Look how many people there are. Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We found bugger all without you. We could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Sires. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
This is what real English voice actors sound like, people. It's awesome. Oh, bless her, she is so cute.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Well, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Oh, Super exciting.
Do not look at me, Sam.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Oh, these are the shattered fragments of the worlds. If you don't know the story, this is going to be fairly confusing for you.
Your time has not yet come.
There's an Ophelia holding but the tide of light. There have already been some fairly shocking lore reveals, so yeah, buckle up people if you're watching this, please don't let me spoil the story for you. It's all about the balance. Because light isn't always good and dark isn't always bad. And this is why I love the Final Fantasy stories, because they're not... I mean, they're a bit out there, obviously, but they're not exactly fluffy kittens in the narrative sense. Although they do have very beautiful, very fluffy kittens characters, so it can be a bit confusing for outsiders to realise how...
From endless dreams I awake.
Ooh.
Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Oh, very nice.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler himself. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
What do you mean, time of night?
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. My granddad, God rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time.
What are you talking about?
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You
My goodness.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Beggar. That explains it then.
I feel like I would have liked to have made a choice at that point.
Travel and wares to sell. But you best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the shining tower. You'll find the place soon enough. It's the biggest settlement for miles around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Spoilers, yeah. Tom, run away. Run away, Tom. I mean, in fairness, I don't know how many spoilers there would be at the moment because, I mean, I think they've revealed quite a lot in the trailers that they put out, if you have watched them.
Dizzying heights it rises, the gleaming spire, its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew, between dark and light, the pure and the corrupt, the one true struggle.
Darkness isn't corruption though, is that? Hey Dylan, welcome to the stream. Okay, can I pony? Not available in this location. Okay. Crap, they got me running again. Let's have a look. You can't click out yet? Okay. Let's have a quick look around. I love the trees, they're beautiful. Look at that tower, look at that. Oop. Here we go. Apparently all the cutscenes are voiced, so...
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions. From where do you hail?
Gridania.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists. Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way.
Oh,
Careless
bollocks.
here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Oh, she's a dancer.
That one had eaten. Must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
Oh.
guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objection.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
I can't quite place her accent. Wait.
Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Maybe like Swedish Nordic?
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we assemble in private. Right then. Before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons. I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you're still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for the follow, Fawn.
That is a question with no simple answer, but all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
What? Where are my buddies, dude?
Let us begin with the glaring skies of above.
Yes.
Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost,
My goodness.
and the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds, that I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. Though it meant depriving the world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well.
How so?
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
No. So for those of you who don't know about the law, and I would imagine that you probably all do, there was one star, one world, and inside it was light and dark. And the dark tried to shift the balance, and the light expelled it and shattered into 13 versions of itself. Hydaelyn and Zodiac are the... Hydaelyn is the light, Zodiac is the dark. Oh, that's so pretty.
sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in facing death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Oh, oh, that's so cute. Oh, Derpy Dragon. The Crystarium. Yeep. Oh, and here we meet up with the rest of the Priority peoples. And here we are. Welcome, my fan, to the Crystarium. Now we get our gear. Yay! Okay, quick inventory. Let's have a look. Okay, shift U. No. Foxtrot. Did I just get something? What did I get? White oak cane. Try on. Well, that's fairly tame. Yeah, I'll stick with my shiny white stuff. Okay. The Crystal Exarch has a request for you. Okay, here we go. And now, full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. No shit, Sherlock. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you to first gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. Okay. Very well. As you can see, this place will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I am sure you are all too familiar. Being the powerful object of my summoning spell, you should, in theory, be able to reach all the way back to your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this achievement before venturing any further. That is a beautiful. I love the new different styles of the crystals. They're so pretty. Now, after you have done so, walk up the stairs next to the Aetheryte and head out to the left to arrive at the Crystal Mean. This is where you will find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman Catalyst, one of the people I should like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him and his cabinet of curiosity, you will want to avoid the aforementioned steps, take the exit to the left, and simply continue straight along and down until you come to a large door at the end of the path. It's the noddy version where they point you in the right direction because people are daft. And I appreciate it because I am that person. The third and final person I would like you to meet is Briggy, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the market, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. Okay. In seeking out each of my college, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough, even for me. Clear as crystal. Very good. I concede the layout of the Crystarium owed more to historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. Don't count on it, dude. I can get lost in a paper bag. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach the citizens. As you discover during your encounters with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars and will struggle to accept the truth of your origins. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. Huh. Sorry, just taking a drink. When you finish making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the centre of the town. Until then, adios, amigos. Okay. Come on, piggy, we have things to do. Can I pony? No, I can't pony. No pony. So we'll go round the back first and have a look around. Let's just have a quick... Gosh. Pretty, pretty. It seems a really, really beautiful... They make extremely... Actually, this is quite reminiscent of Prophecies. They had a beautiful bridge like this in some of their... in the original Prophecies franchise. I love it when kind of franchises and art breeds off art. It's interesting to see the influences of other artists, especially in games. Okay, so we'll go up around the back. Oh, toony. By focusing your senses, you direct the flow of the vast distant currents of aether. You connect to these energies in a faint but stable and should allow teleportation to aetherites in the source. Okay, so we are not stranded here forever, which makes me concerned about where the heck our friends are. So our friends were taken. If you haven't played the game in a while, our friends fell into unconsciousness on our home world, and we're trying to locate them here, but he didn't sound too willing to share what exactly was happening, so slight concern there that they're maybe not on this world, or maybe they don't have the connection to the source that we do that allows them to return. Although I'm concerned as to how I am physically here when I'm physically there as well. That's called me confused. Oh my god, Fizz footage you for next to Crichton Herald. Hey Phase 4, how are you doing? I don't know what to say to that. Hey. Okay, oh, more cutscenes. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking, so it's damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized too. Thanks to us in the mean, we work together to procure materials and resources and craft the goods which make a city life possible. This is a place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Oh, that's very kind of you. Just don't get thinking it's all be handed to you on a plate like those Eelmoran layabouts, okay? Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Sounds fair. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labour. I'm wearing a party dress. I don't know how you're coming to that conclusion, but I will forgive it. You don't have the whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it that you're from? Lie and discriminate. Oh, one of Exarch's countrymen, you see. Ah, I see. Fair enough, Ski. Well then, I will work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Oh, that's very nice. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him and the many friends of his. And any friend of his is a friend of ours. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the crystal into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. Oh, that's interesting. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystallarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, building started going on, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. It's so sad this isn't the only city. The city stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never let us down. As if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folks here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talents you might be hiding. I have no talents in crafting. If you're ought to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you have a chance to settle in. Just ask for catalysts, and I'll find you a niche here in the Crystallarium. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Your exchange with Caduceus taught you about life in the Crystallarium. But I'm going to be reading out everything, so if you're hoping for a quick playthrough, no, I'm going to be enjoying every law moment that I can. So snoozy McSnoozy stream here. I'm going to immerse myself in the lore. Honestly, I would love to make more Final Fantasy content on the channel. I don't have a huge audience for it because I'm not very well known in the community, but maybe I can change that. Bit of hard work, eh? Oh, shirt balls. Oh, more. Down, further. Okay. No, I've messed up. Uh-oh. Down further? Oh, okay. No, keep going. So he brought it into life, so it isn't in every realm. He brought it with him. He summoned it. So it makes me wonder if there is something transcendent about these towers and about the people who created them. You're quiet today in chat. If anyone has any questions, please do pop them in. I am happy to chatter. Ah. Braggy. Oh, handsome puppy. They're going to be voiced. That would be nice. New to the city, friend? Spinning ahead, wide-eyed away. Yes, yes, I am. Welcome. My name is Braggy, and I am the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm in the habit of using it too florid by half. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment from Dra, such as yourself, so finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. I'm sorry, did you call me Dra? Drahan? Oh, Drahan? Something wrong? Look. Yep. Let's see if you can straighten this out. There seems to be two in front of us. The shorter one is the Hume. The taller one is an elf. The sturdy one is a Galjet. Whilst the one with the horns is Dra, like you. Interesting. And then the large scaly chap with a long tail and knack for raising livestock, those are Zun. Oh. Okay. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. All playing. Yes. You're all playing. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I appreciate the time. If you want me to shut up, just let me know in the chat so you can enjoy what you're doing. Same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't get much further flung than that. We have a few of you lot passed through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they flounder over the simplest of things. But don't worry. You should find yourself confused by the local language or customs. I'll be here to answer your questions. Your exchange with Bruggy has taught you about the people of the First. And that is an ice cream van that you can hear in the background. Ice cream. Hang on. Let's see if I can message husband. Husband, ice cream, please. Okay, and we've got one more person to visit, don't we? Here we go. Sorry, I should be speed boobing it a little bit. What? Wow. Tom, is that you? This will be Tom's new outfit, a sash and a smile. Sorry. Hang on, I think I found Mario the plumber. Hey, Mario. I love cosplay. Can I go through? Dude? No? No? Go around, small woman. Oh, look at those. He's so... Oh. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Whoop. That is an handsome puppy. Okay. No. No, I think I went the wrong way. I think I need to go back up and round and in. This seems to be some sort of menagerie. So I think that we have all the same races. Is on the first, but hang on, yeah, maybe down further. But their names are different. Their history will most assuredly be different. Oh, he's faster than I am. And oh my God, let's look at this. Oh wow, that is so pretty. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so beautiful. This is fairly avatarish as well, with all the sort of bioluminescent flowers. It's so pretty. Okay, another aetheryte here to attune to. Oh, library. Okay, I love libraries. There is something about the smell of all those books. It's almost intoxicating. And the idea that there's like, whenever I go into a library, I look at the books and I don't think of them as like paper and ink. I think of them as people, the thoughts and ideas and feelings and learnings of hundreds of people, all neatly stacked in a row, waiting to be explored. Writings and books are the reason that we've had such an explosion in our civilization of invention and knowledge and lifespan, and books are an incredible, important cultural and significant thing, and I adore them. I have gone mostly digital now because of the paradox of loving books but wanting trees to be non-booked. But old books, antique books, yeah, I have a real passion for them, and I do still collect art books. So pretty. And glass dome. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Excuse me, miss. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civil roles. You, and, well, yes. What I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? Ah, a crumpled scroll, even a scrap of scribe on parchment. I think he likes books even more than I do. My apologies, literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. That's quite fortunate. Librarian Moran at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. Oh. As your power of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. It's much sounds like akin to the fire to the Alexandria, Library of Alexandria. That was an incalculable loss. Hi Zama, welcome to the stream, hon. But tell, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhaps a spot of academic research? Ah, so you're an interest in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment, I'll fetch it for you. Wow, I feel like that might be a judgment on our intellect. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair, make yourself more comfortable on the lesson then? On with the lesson. A 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from an unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day an enormous, blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We call this cataclysm the flood of light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigour, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet just when it seemed like all would be lost, a saviour appeared before us. That's got to be Menphelia. The Oracle of Light stood betwixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrant and Norvrant alone spared the fate of erasure. My goodness. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folks who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Narvat's skies. Even now they circle the remaining bastion of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungry for our flesh. Ugh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I will be glad to retell it for you. Or if you would rather speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Your exchange with Moran has taught you about the flood of light. So they really want to make sure that everyone knows exactly what's going on here. Bit of exposition to make sure that we're all on the same page, which is fair enough. People do kind of skip in and out of the story as is their wont with more downstairs. No, not allowed. Boo. So yeah, it's understandable. And I genuinely do wonder how many just went click, 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 click through all that. This is lovely. I'm just going to have a little explore around here. Half the fun of MMOs for me is exploring new areas, and these are beautiful. Oh, they're running a sort of hydroponic growing facility. Take note, people, this is our future. The yields for curated hydroponic using liquid at the roots is huge. can't wait. 3 more hours at work. Oh, Derma, you can do it. You can do it. Click advanced. 4 of 4 for the design. Oh. Hello, Tenno. Oop. Ow, I think someone just broke their knees. Okay, where are we off to now? We're going to go and see the Crystal Exarch. And I imagine he's going to tell us shockingly little about what's actually going on, so that we have to route our way through the story to discover what it is. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. Oh my goodness, that looked like a big something. I guess this being the last city, you'd want it to be pretty posh, wouldn't you? Gold inlaid stonework. Okay, well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clear picture of the world and its people? Okay. Yes, it seems you were treated to the most thorough introduction. I understand it's something of a chore, but it was necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted the details of sparse. The structure is, in fact, the self-same one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt to breach the boundary between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing, and although I did not know which era I tore it from, I do know that it travelled. Arrival served to set the wheel of fate in motion. So does that mean it's gone from our world? Oh my goodness, that's interesting. I wonder whether it will remain gone. If we go back now, will it be there? Have to have a look. Okay. The Exarch is finally ready to discuss the matter of your comrade's whereabouts. Well, it's about time. You're done, as I've requested, and learnt something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain and explained what has befallen your comrades. This is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters. However, I must go on ahead to the tower and organise a few things, but I shall see that the guards know to admit you. What else to say? Just like that then. I'm going to be polite. Well, of course, it can be opened and closed just as any door. Does that seem strange to you? Yes, you teleported it from a different world. It might be a bit odd. I know not how the tower functions in your time, but I'm sure there is no danger for us to be locked inside. How am I, Tenno? I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. I'm having fun. I'm playing. Oh, cool. I'm enjoying the new content. I can't do it all day because I've got a video to make for Tuesday, a Guild Wars video to make for Tuesday. So I have to do that. But no, I don't want to talk to you. But I'm going to spend most of today playing video games. This video game. Oh. Oh. Wow. Ooh.
Welcome to the Ocular. We've been speaking
Oh.
And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelt here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5. Even our more recent arrivals, Alphinaud and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
Wow.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, the transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess more bodies, they are in truth merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
What? You numpty. Hello, Hugo. Wow. What? Yeah. Yeah, we have to find a way to send them back, dude. That is unacceptable.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the cycle. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift.
What?
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future, that which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die. And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin-Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances, Armenti, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Well, you've doomed all my friends to probably die. You shattered the wall between realms, and you've dragged me. You nearly killed me during the last battle. So, yeah, sure, why not? For the moment.
Excellent. You will not regret this.
That remains to be seen. Petrifying person.
With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road.
I want to see your face. This is...
Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
Perhaps you can show me your face so I know who I'm dealing with. No? Okay. Great. What do you guys think? Saint or sinner? Crystal Exarch. The Crystal Area boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that a room has been available at the Pendant, which it turns out is perfect. Our path will take us past the market, and I was hoping to give you an introduction to their wares. Come along. Very well. Okay. Yeah, I think that he, in bringing this, I mean, I don't know what he looked like before, but I think that he might have Dumbledored himself. You remember when Dumbledore put the ring on and kind of cursed his life? I think that might have happened to this gentleman. But yeah, no, I'm slightly wary of someone who is so reckless. I don't know. I mean, he's royally farquarked our friends, so I don't know, dude.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
Yes, of course. Antonia, welcome to the stream. Yeah, sure.
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough. Each nation once minted its own coins, but was all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice.
So you're on the Yazan, welcome to the stream. You're on the fence. It's I found the first 20 levels to be a bit of a struggle. What I will say is any game is better with friends, but once you get past the first 20 levels, the game opens out, you get more skills, and if you can get into Heavensward, which is free at the moment, I'm not an affiliate, so I don't get any like kickbacks for any of this, but Heavensward is completely free at the moment, which is the best expansion. Try that. Absolutely epic story for Heavensward. And this new expansion, well, it's yet to be seen. I like it. I'm playing a white mage, which is a healer, but healers have offensive spells, so it's a fairly nice class to play and fairly sturdy. Yeah, you used to play the game at launch, but you never. Yeah, I like your voice. Thank you, Hugo. That's very kind of you. I played it when the game first launched, which was a complete and utter terrible mess. And then I came back to it because of my friend Dark Griever, and Tom, who persuaded me to come back in, and Tom's in the chat, hello. And yeah, so I like it. It's different. It's a bit more slower paced. There's more story to do. That everything is kind of linked into the story. So if you love story, it's a good game, but you have to be prepared to read the story text. That's the only kicker, as my American cousins would say.
From what your story tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower.
You need more people. I need more people. I'm okay. I'm happy. Small but perfectly formed.
Some of which may be fluid.
Ooh. That's a why are there smartphones?
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld.
It's so
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here.
ooh.
Amusements do you have for me today?
My dear Feo paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift. How wonderfully exciting. What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did. You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
Aww.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
What does that mean? Beware of pixies bearing gifts.
But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth, your nails?
What? Yes. I hope so.
Just as I thought. Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your isne fis, and you my snay yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand.
I am such a trusting soul. This is in English folklore, pixies not so cute and fluffy. Just saying.
'Tis done. We are bound to the dearest sapling. Come then, make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Mayhap her message to your friends and source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Ooh, that would be a nice idea.
Consider it done.
Ooh.
As you heard, that was Feo of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings.
Hang on, sorry. Oh, thank you for saying I'm an awesome person. God, you're both in mind. I don't know. My body is fairly broken, but but in spirit, I try to be a nice person. Do you have any problems with understanding what Orange is saying? I haven't yet. Although I'm fairly rubbish with like deep accents. Took me ages to kind of my brain to tune to how my friend Tom speaks. So yeah, I'm fairly rubbish at that myself. You can only read the lines in the dictionary by my side. Yeah, I mean, they do use quite a lot of arcane, like oldie worldy English, and words that have often fallen out of use. And I think they do that very specifically to kind of set the tone as things happening in a more distant, more disconnected time than our own. But yeah. Some of them are a bit, yeah, like, but I guess because I've played so many so many video games that use older words and more disused words. I'm not too bad. How long is the free trial? Is it like Guild Wars 2? So I think it's to level 20. So you can jump in. You can play free to level 20, I think, and then beyond that, or you get a month's free trial, and then you have to pay the subscription. I mean, I would imagine it would take you about a month to level your character and get into like Heavensward. But it's not like the base game is not free yet. So yeah, okay. On with the story.
Rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organise a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
So they have pixies, which is interesting because we have the scythe. What level is Heavensward? I think it's level 60 to access it. I'm not an expert on this game. Sadly, I play it, but I am super casual. So I don't pretend to have knowledge that I don't possess. I can please fact check me. All I can tell you about Heavensward is it's epic. It's a beautiful storyline. It's a proper grown-up storyline about betrayal and love and the kind of the worst and best qualities of humanity, and epic, beautiful, ethereal, splendid dragons. So Heavensward, the best story experience, not necessarily the best story delivery, I'm going to be honest, because a lot of the cutscenes are not voiced, but the best story substance that I've played in a game. But I'm going to keep it real. As loved as Final Fantasy is, and it most certainly has a dedicated and officious following, it's not everybody's cup of tea. So don't beat yourself up if you don't fall in love with it, you know? Yeah, at the moment, so my character is level 70. I think maybe Heavensward starts at level 60. The next expansion takes you up to 70, and this one is will take me up to level 80. Aureen. Why are we crying about Aureen? Yeah, 70 to 80. Yeah, no, the new expansion is... Yeah, the new expansion brings me from 70 to 80. Stormblood was 60 to 70. Oh, so was it 50 to 60? Oh, okay, Antonio, thank you. Sorry, my bad. See, told you, need to be fact-checked. Okay. Oop. Speak with the crystal exarch. Okay, so... Sorry, I clicked through that. Pleasure to meet you, miss. Welcome to the Pendulum. You're here to take your room. Yeah, let's have a look at the room. I like to look at the new rooms. I love the rooms. The hotel rooms are palatial outside of Heavensward. They have the worst room in Heavensward. Oh, pretty. You want to buy... I know, the house is in Ishgard though, man. It's... The Warrior of Shadow.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
The Warrior of Darkness.
Did you just... You can hear me? Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. It's
Oh.
an alias of the source. A daft one, looking back. If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
That's not fair.
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source. And tried to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell. Defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Nymphilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrand.
Norvrand. Okay, that's how you say it.
Nymphilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away. Leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
A century or so. Yeah.
100 years.
100
long years.
So what I will say is about the combat individually, it's tab target. It's very standard MMO fare. It's fine. Some classes are faster paced, other classes are slow. White Mage is slow because I'm a healer. Combat inside four-mans and inside raids ranges from nice tank and spank simplicity to extraordinarily spectacular, complicated, mechanically extravaganzas. And so it depends what game mode you're in as to what's happening. It is quite similar to WoW. If you're hoping for breathtaking, interesting single player combat, it's always better with a group. If you're looking for fantastic four-mans, massive number of fantastic, well-crafted, story-related and zone-related four-mans, and beautiful, incredibly staged, massive, intricate, wild raids, visually and mechanically, I think better than the World of Warcraft raids, and I've played World of Warcraft a lot. So yeah, but it's super dependent on what you're doing. Oh, hi Nick, welcome to the stream, hon. Okay, back to the story. Damn.
My hands find their purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear.
No.
I am a shade, cursed to do but drift.
Nah.
Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Such a sad tale that the warriors of light from this world. Wow, that's a tomb-like bed if ever I saw one. Hey, daydreaming. Yeah, I'm good, sweetie. I'm enjoying it. Although I haven't actually got to do any combat, it's all been exposition and cutscenes, so yeah. I guess they have a lot of story to set up because they've got a lot of oh, okay. They've got to make sure that everyone is on the same page. Actually, I'm going to take a quick break to grab some more fresh water because it is rather hot in this room. I will leave you with my my dancing girl. I will be back in about 2 minutes with some fresh water and continue the stream. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Had to get some fresh water. There we go. Are you looking at my setup, Zayma? My computer is definitely a Ford, not a Ferrari. Okay. So let's keep going. Where? Okay, let's have a run through the city. There are certainly lots of fast-paced combat classes. I just haven't picked one. If Dark Griever were here, or Cub, he'd be able to tell you about all the different classes and the different... Oh, pretty. They really do make beautiful, exquisite outfits for people. Close to Faria. Okay, yep. Back into the tower. More exposition, people. And sorry, it's not super combat-y. Yeah. Oh, see. Warrior of Darkness. That looks super epic. Hello. They have a... Hi Skelly, welcome to the stream. Yeah, they have beautiful, beautiful gear in this game. They have a really good gearing system as well, although I wish that they would expand it to be more collection-based, like World of Warcraft and Guild Wars 2. Do you enjoy the ultra-wide monitor more than the regular? Yeah, I mean, so... I just like the scope. I get to... Everything feels super cinematic, and also I get to see a greater field of view, which is advantageous in group content and kind of like self-awareness. And it also means that I have a nice big play area in the center. So even when I've got all my bits and pieces open, I still have... I remember with kind of dread old World of Warcraft, because I played from the start, and you'd have clutter all the way around your screen, and you'd have this tiny little like rosebud of visibility in the center of you. I don't like that, so I'm super minimalistic with my UI now. I would get rid of that bottom. But I actually lost a load of skills today, so no more protection for me. Oh dear. Right. Here we go. Awesome floor.
How did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
They were right. Not as good as Kugane, but very few places are as good as Kugane. Well enough.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Sirens' whereabouts. This map shows the lands of North, the only area to be spared in a flood of light.
Oh, what? Oh my god.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland.
Fun fact, I'm actually from Lakeland.
North is the very kingdom of Ilmeg. That is where you'll find Oriange.
Ilmeg. Okay.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Raktika. The
Rak-
Stoner is stationed there,
Tika.
part of the forest.
Okay.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore.
Yulmore.
Privileged to while away their days in idleness.
Sounds like my kind of city.
Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering
So, I think it's time to visit some fat cats. Fat kitties. It is. Destination island off the west coast. You will need a mount capable of making the journey. Here is a letter of introduction to present it to the blah, 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 I can't say that name. The master of beasts at the Termos Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alfino, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. Yeah, but who are you, dude? Oh, so I can. Okay, no, I'm gonna do it in order. I'm gonna do one at a time. We'll come back and talk to him. I'm gonna RP the holy tomatoes out of all this. I found my husband told me of an awesome Reddit, which is just a mass of, oh, thank you, Sabo. Oh, so sorry for murdering your name. And it's just a Reddit dedicated to extremely fat cats. It's nothing but fat cats. It's it's glorious. I spent and not just fat domestic cats, fat lynxes and super fat tigers. I mean, yeah, it's really good and hilarious and funny, and I really enjoyed it. So I guess I am easily pleased. Hey Lucas, welcome to the stream. Here we go. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at the Rookery? Okay. Wow, big hands. Signed by the exact, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amora for passage to... Yep, okay. Not a chocobo then? A chocobo? Do you hail from one of the most isolated settlements, perchance? Oh. Okay, so that I think these big puppies are the only mounts. Thing is, you're plainly unaccustomed to riding Amora. I think it'd be best to accompany you on your first flight. Any Zune worthy of the name could do so, of course, but the exit sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Sam, have you seen the Mist Stranger outfit for Girls Do? What do you think of the ultra fancy particles? I think it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of gear. I mean, I love all the aesthetics. I can't afford to buy any more stuff on the gem store. They're killing me with the amount of beautiful eye candy that they keep putting out. It's despair. I'm gonna have to sell one of my kidneys. But it's lovely. What I'm hoping from that the Mist Stranger outfit is a little hint to what's going to happen with the story for season 5. So yeah. Gathering your things, meet me at the Amara launch. One of my junior tamers will attend you while you're ready for the mount. Okay, so here we go. Am I going in, round? You gonna let me in this time? I imagine that's a big... Absolutely not. Okay, through the center. Let's have a look. Foxtrot. We can certainly try and see if we can... Yeah. I'm not 2? No. Okay, wrong way, Fornax. You just want the head part. Sometimes they do actually separate out the disparate sections of the outfits and allow you to get just the one part or the other to actually transmog with your regular gear. I think I've forked up again with the. Have I? No, holy shirt balls. What am I gonna do? I'll keep going this way and see if I can manage to get to where we need to go. 90% of my problem, not being able to find my way to where I actually need to go. Ooh. Ah. And here we come across one of my favourite things. Yeah. That's a nice view. Okay. Am I a voice actress? Because you really sound like Kate. Oh my goodness, that's so very kind of you to say. Nope. I am. There's a possibility that I might be doing some voiceover for a board game because a chap found my channel and really enjoyed. Hey, yay! I found it! Hooray! And really enjoyed my my content and my narration, but did I have this already? Oh my goodness, I'm such a noob. Anyway, but yeah, they so there's it's a board game that's coming out. They're doing a big Kickstarter thing around it, and it's all lovely, but I can't say any more. But I would love to work in voiceover. That would be awesome. If you'd like to employ me, I will work for money. Or video games. Okay. So you also use your Aether Compass to a certain location. Hang on, sorry, I'm gonna we're just doing a bit of traveling. Oh.
Breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Gosh, that is a beautiful, beautiful mount. There are some absolutely stunning mounts in this game. I have none of them. Is it hard getting into Final Fantasy? The new dancer class looks very neat and I've been tempted to try it. Yeah, no, I mean, I love Final Fantasy. I like to play healers. I mean, not that I have any talent for it, but I just enjoy it. And I'm going to try the new dancer class. Final Fantasy is a bit pedestrian for the first 20 levels, but if you can get into a nice guild, there should be guild information down below if you want to join my guild. It's the Eorzean Heralds. We have a tiny little guild, and it's better with friends. This game is much, much better with friends. Especially, we have a resident expert called Cub, who is wonderful and sweet and kind and lovely and knows everything about this game. And a Dark Griever as well, who is very, very knowledgeable about it. And he's a good lore buff. So yeah, if you want to, we're on EU, we're on light and something or other. It should be down in the description about my About Me bit. And you're more than welcome to join us. There's a free trial for a month you get, I think, and it's a nice game. Also, Heaven's Ward is free at the moment. I don't have an affiliate links, but yeah. Baby Grand and here, Mum got stuck into an elevator? So quick rescue. My goodness. Tenno, you live an exciting life. Was it baby grand piano and your mom got stuck on an elevator? Or a baby, a grandmother and your mother got stuck on an elevator? Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Tenno. Okay. I'm confused. Anyway, wait, back on with this. We've arrived. This is the Cracked Shell Beach to the east coast of... So this should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eater's attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. Oh. Spy you the city in the distance. That is the Illumor, the island main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale and was once an ally to our battle against the abominations. For years, the Ilmore elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of our settlement their protection if we bend the knee. Oh, but to say their ideals are questionable would be to put it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with Elmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. Thanks for the heads up, dude. I'm glad we understand each other. Now the Exarch has introduced me to indulge a secret that should make your finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. Sin Eaters, isn't that from Final Fantasy or something? Yes, it is, yeah. They are beings of light who have to consume the aether of living beings. It's all fairly dark. Okay, if you're heading south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Ibor. Ibor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Kalsuri and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme that will let him know you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I'll stay here with the Amora until you are ready to return. They're so cute. They almost look like camels, like flying camels. I like them. They're sweet. Okay. Oh, my compass. Hang on. Hunting log. No. Gathering. Duties. Travel. Aether currents. Okay. No information at the moment. Okay. No, baby mother got stuck. Oh, okay, right. Oh. Hang on. I hadn't noticed that the natives were hostile. All of the natives, apparently. Holy. Never mind. I'm just gonna head to this crystal here. Hopefully I can attune to it. I've got Mount Roulette on, so I'm going to get random mounts that I've... The crystal network will allow me to my goodness, that's so loud. Thank you for the follow, control command. Continue. Control command. That's cute. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look quick where we're going. Okay, so we're going that way. Ah, there is the Should we do a bit of combat so you can see how rhubarb and custard I am at all this? Okay, so I am a healer, so it takes me about a week to kill everything and anything, but this is the only max level character I've got, so if you're hoping for some exciting combat, yeah, temper your expectations. This is Big Dragon Boy. Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're so handsome. There you go. There's a bit of combat for you. But I honestly, I'm not representative because my character is... Oh, have I not locked my thing? Damn. But, oh, my goodness. Fat unicorn. Okay, that's cute. This is my spirit animal. Okay. What you after? Fish? A crab? Oh, these are the new playable characters, by the way, if you're interested. This is the male variant. I think I've got eel in a barrel somewhere, if that's your taste. Oh my god, I could not imagine eel in a barrel. No, I think I'll pass. Thank you. If she dies at the hands of a level 70 rabbit, absolutely, that would be completely in character for me. Oh, yeah. Oh, I do love a bit of thyme. Chuck it in the pan. Yeah, it's a bit of flavour. Now, what can I do for you? Can't say as there is any major upsets to report in the past few weeks. Ah, Alphino. Yes, I know the one. Our young champion of the downtrodden. Alone richer than all of Novat put together, but it's a different story for them as they live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. Yes, I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet away from prying eyes. Make for the still tide. There's a fishing village just up the path here. You're looking for a rundown excuse of a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there and I'll see that Alphino joins you. Okay. Puppy! I think it's where I just came from. This is my two-seater chocobo. This is my big chocoboy. He is glorious. Also cute and feathery. Now, I have not picked up any other quests. I don't want to muddy the waters until I know what I'm supposed to do. And there will be cut-off points at which I can't continue until I'm a different level. So I'm gonna play the story until I have to do some leveling. Oh, no, I don't want to rub his carbuncle. There we go. You're the first in the tavern. It's customers to buy a drink in the meantime. Yep, sure. I'll have some water. Fine choice. And what you were paying with. There we go. Oh, well now. Those are exotic. Where did you come by these coins? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have a value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. And I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbours, so you'll have to come with some other arrangement. Oh, it's an idea. There's a common to the north here that grows our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say about a bit of extermination work? I want you to squish any vermin you find, and then visit the caretaker and give him an earful for me for sleeping on the job. Okay. Do this for me, and yeah, we'll call it even. Okay, so go murderize some creatures for the lady. Now I have all my I'll make the salad for you. I'm getting attacked by angry little bat creatures. That sounds about right. Okay. More awesome, super sedate content incoming. Remember guys, I am a lover, not a fighter. This is the worst example of combat that you're likely to experience in the game as a healer. So make me salad. That's very kind of you. I've got I have some Jaffa cakes downstairs, and I'm going to eat in the not too distant future. Oh. The one good thing about being a healer is that I can take a fair old bit of damage and just heal myself back up, so it's not so bad. An interesting thing about healers in Final Fantasy is that you're actually during four mans, which is the dungeon content and raids, you are expected not just to heal, you're expected to also provide some damage as well. So yeah, you have to be a bit more proactive than is normal for healers. Just an FYI. No response. Maybe not louder. That's such a polite such a polite knock. Okay. We're gonna go in. Knock knock. You faint squirming from beyond the room. Time to bust in and save the day, brave adventurer. I imagine that this is probably not going to be. No one home, or judging from the lack of furniture, you haven't been for a while. The gnawing stack of vegetables on the ground suggests rats have been the resident. Oh. Wow. Well, that was super dark. Okay. I guess it's time to poppy up and best mount in the game. When you this is a flying mount, genuinely, and when you fly, the the lettuce becomes a cake. So this is officially my spirit animal. I will do anywhere, go anything, climb the north face of the Eiger or Kilimanjaro for cake. There must always be cake. Welcome back, dear. What did the good or for nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Not a great deal. Oh, gone? Oh, must have gone to join the rest of the hopefuls. In the gated town outside of Elmore, you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw another drink on the house for you. My goodness, thank you. Is she not generous?
Seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, wow, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
Seems an age since last we spoke.
Oh, yeah.
It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. The time's only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well. Alice said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding.
Oh.
Exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
It's a sweet story.
I see. The ex-Arcandales had told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all out war might yet be avoidable.
Yeah, sadly not.
And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavour to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change.
Yeah, a lot of them have proper British regional accents as well, which is I always love about this game. It's one of the wonderful things for me. Sadly, our protagonist is quite silent.
But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity. Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose.
Black Rose.
Tell you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Assyrians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Orianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat.
Oh dear.
Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Fairly peckish. Oh, maybe one day they'll voice my character.
And so we take to the road once more.
I'm not a natural stoic, so. Sorry. It's quite warm and quiet in my room, so if I start to like drop off, that would be the quality of my stream. Okay. Assuming you have no objection, let us make our way directly to the city's outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky to see why I yet to set foot in Elmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come from here, we must head west and then across the bridge. Okay. So I got more bits and pieces. Use. Let's see what we get. And use. Okay. Item comparison. So sorry, I'm just looking at the gear that I've got. So at the moment I'm wearing the trousers are better. So in this game you can go to character, you can go to recommended gear, and if the new gear is better, it will do this. It'll indicate arrows. So I'm going to equip, and wow, I look a lot different now. There I am. I don't have the bestest gear in the world, and each expansion is a reset for the gear, much like World of Warcraft. And there is a little bit of a loot treadmill. It's not quite as severe as the WoW one, but it's not to be. Oh my god, I always hate using this mount because I always feel like I'm too fat to be on her. Right, so let's have a look where we need to go. Okay, let's head out. Oh, I am sorry, Carbuncle. My friend Eric got me this. It's super sweet and super cute, and yet I feel like such a fat munter on it. So, have a look round. I think they've been quite wise because in the expansion they've used a lot. Oh, that's a new creature that I haven't seen before. Handsome. Oh, he's so derpy. Oh, please tell me that there's a mount. There's an iguana mount. Please tell me that. And probably, I mean, if you have seen them before, please let me know. I haven't. I don't remember them from the game. Ulster seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I have a similar impression of the crystallarium. Even in the distant world, people are much the same. To think that whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was erased from existence. Oh my goodness, that's devastating. No. Get away from me. What? Over there. Quickly, somebody's in trouble. Okay. Pony up. As you can see, it's got a fairly noddy system whereby you get oh. If you do any healing at all, by the way, everything within a 6-mile radius will try and murderize you. So you heal at your own peril in this game. In kind of like the open world. And you move out of stuff or it will hurt. It's not messing about. Move or die, pretty much. How are you doing? Let's do that. Let's do number 4. The tells are quite substantial, but it genuinely you have to pay attention to what's happening. It's not something. Oh, I lost my target. It's not something that you can ignore. Gosh, that thing is taking a lot of killing. Let's give you some healing, dude. There is mouse over healing, but most of it is tab target. My poor heart, thank you, young mistress. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation in hand. Fine work. Are you all right, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell, nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I know there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. Oh, Danilo, it's a beautiful game, but the subscription it's something like £13-14 a month, so it's not insignificant. And you have to buy the expansions. So I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside the Elmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a stack near the gate has to be safer than being out here. Yeah. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Oh, thank you again. You saved my life. Now I'm sure a strapping lass like you, goodness me, strapping lass like you has little to fear. but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. "'Tis as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in more shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters?" A brief history then. It was not long after the flood swallowed the better part of the world that the Sin Eaters first appeared, some beastly, some beauteous. Yet, regardless of their form, all seemed incapable of speech, and all are driven by the same insatiable appetite for mortal aether. They are predators, and we are their prey. Kurosu suffers from far fewer attacks than in most regions, but even so, the list of Sin Eaters' victims grows longer by the day, a tragedy without end. Still, we have won a small victory this time, not least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. I mean, I would say, Leo, that Guild Wars 2 is still happily free to play for all who care to. So there are some games out there that don't, you know, murderize people financially. You can also play a World of Warcraft free to play to level 20 as well, if you want to try that. I'm going to stick to the road because I am a Care Bear on a Care Bear. Oh, look at the beautiful creatures. They have some wild looking NPCs and monsters in the game. It really does feel like a Japanese MMO. It does. Okay, here we are at our destination. Oh, Dillo, that's great. No, Guild Wars is a glorious game. You met my channel looking for Guild Wars 2 videos. Ah, well, I do make a few of those. That's very true.
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Compete with what? Oh. I think we're going from curious to sinister. And I hate clowns.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Your mall extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu. Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all. What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame.
Thank you, Danilio. I'm a super Care Bear. I love the story. I love exploration. I don't mind playing dungeons and raids, and there's a lot of fun to be had in that. There really is. But the kind of goal for me is just to enjoy the experience. I kind of feel like video games, especially ones with good, rich, deep stories, are the way forward. I think there is something wonderful about passively enjoying a film, but actually being involved in the story and immersing yourself in the world is incredibly rewarding, and it's something that I love to do. And video games has been the best experience that I've had with immersive story and exploration. So yeah, that's my bag.
It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures.
Final pleasures.
And the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon.
Final pleasures.
Sooner passed through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates.
Ooh.
The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
Wow, this is depressingly familiar to the timeline that we're living in. Yeah, it is like being inside a book. It's amazing.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
This is all fairly disturbing, to be honest.
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident.
Mio.
For you. Enjoy.
Thank goodness.
Maria.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently is staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems...
Perverted is the word you're looking for.
Let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yes. Grotesque. Well, that's not at all creepy, is it? Yay! Dear God. Okay then. It's gonna get dark fast. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. A dubious privilege of the residents must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Umor's current ruler came to power. Yet, for what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distance people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways that they can improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. Their attitude is so entrenched, I worry that, well, perhaps you should take a turn around Gate Town and judge the situation for yourself. Okay. Man. Do you think that, do you think the game is making commentary on the the current situation of income inequality in our society? Large pot bubbles over the flame, pale chunks of mallow are, you realise, floating in otherwise plain broth. I wonder if there's something in the... Is it the food? I mean, there's many instances of people being like mass drugging people to keep them pliant, I want to say. Preoccupied petticoat? Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of life that waits for me inside those walls. Oh well. Will they ever pick me? Oh, poor woman. It kind of reminds me of the palatial Russian. She's a humble being, yeah. Can I get up there? Can I get up there? You can do it. Up, up, up. I believe. Yay! There we go. Can I track my aether currents now? Foxtrot, social emotes. Go to character, go to gold, blue mounts, chocoper. Characters, blue mage spells. I never did the blue mage. Sorry. Companions, achievements. What am I thinking of? Character configuration. There's a place where you can open up and you can actually open up and okay, you can click the aether currents, and I've forgotten where I'm supposed to open that because I'm a bit dippy. Duties, logs, social, system configuration, keys, travel, aether currents. So you click this and it opens that. Where's the one that tracks them? My brain. Yeah, Dahlia. Yes, much to the chagrin of my buddies. Unfortunately, I don't know whether I'm well informed. I am partially fairly. I probably read too much news. I think that's the problem. I would probably be a happier individual if I wasn't so set on reading the news. The scientists recently discovered some compelling evidence for parallel universes. So I'm requesting a transfer as soon as I can, because this timeline sucks. Although they'll have to have video games. That's the one of the things that I need. Video games. You're at the library. Tom is getting the big crystal. Oh, my buddies, my guildies are in. They're in and they're playing. It's ironic, that's what you were saying. Yeah. Mr. Wizard, get me the fuck out of here. Boss, do you want a hot tub? Do you want a hot tub time machine? Yeah. Maybe. I was listening to a talk by Neil deGrasse Tyson about a fair that happened, a fete, where scientists gathered in Paris, and they had all a kind of cornucopia of beautiful, incredible scientific inventions. And one of the inventions was an early solar panel. And Tyson reckoned that if you were ever going to go back in time and you were ever going to try and change anything, that going back to that fate and promoting and kind of like championing that technology then would have saved us a lot. And I can't help but think he was right. Okay, sorry. Back to the story. Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of your pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat. Oh, dude! And make a home for yourself here. Yes, this looks super enticing. Gatetown's not much to look at, but at least it's safe. And the Mio is the best thing I've ever tasted. Me feels like Mio might be full of something equivalent to... I want to say like crack cocaine or something like that. Oh, I just got demonetized. Yay! I mean, I would stay here, but there's no trees. That is a prerequisite for anywhere that I live. There must be trees. You've seen Gatetown. You've seen what Gatetown has to offer. Yeah. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They've become dependent on handouts of Mio and believe Yulmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet, no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive of another way of life. Oh, more gear. Okay. Okay. Yep, no, apparently it's not an upgrade. Alfino wears a look of profound disapproval. Exactly, yes. You disapprove of Yulmore. 'Tis difficult to make a final judgment without first seeing the city's inner workings. Maybe it is that uncertainty which always makes me feel so ill at ease here. Not that it matters. However unjust this system seems to be, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But to take the elderly lady you rescued, does it not seem that those who have been chosen to forego Ilyu's lagresses are doomed to suffer for their independence? Well, in the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge at Gatetown, and so hamlets and fields across the Isle are left empty and untended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Yulmore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Kulsa's people. Well, no shit, Sherlock. I am not so naive to think that there is some miraculous solution to all this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few, at being plucked from poverty by the hands of a capricious ruler. Language. Sorry. No sherbet, Sherlock, right? There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Yumor's gates. 'Tis fortunate you arrived when you did, Fornax. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the sea throughout the islands, the Ondu. They are called, though you and I know them as Sagrin. For the most part, they keep to themselves in the oceans, grottos, and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But Tassuru took a great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kagani. Business favours the bold, so I've reached out to them. I duly recovered the owner and inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruit in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods from them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Yunan lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plume and plumes and pumpkins. I guess, yeah, I suppose. Yes, I've come a long way since the days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating the price. Well, good for you. My appointment with Ondu is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? The word order is sometimes quite archaic with the language in the game, so you please forgive me for stumbling over it as my brain is trying to catch up. Excellent. I shall be glad of your company. First things first then, we must pay a visit to Mosha Mo, my supplier in Right. Come, it is just to the northwest of here. Harold, which is my favourite game? Yeah, I'm a bit of a weirdo when it comes to favourites. I don't have favourites at the moment. My interest. I have games that I like, so I have games that I love to play. So that's Guild Wars and Final Fantasy and World of Warcraft. I like playing Star Wars: The Old Republic as well. And there are games that I'm looking forward to playing. I want to get back into Destiny 2. Because I really need to work on my first person if I'm going to play Cyberpunk 2077, because I suck. Even worse than normal gaming, I suck at first person. And really, so I don't know whether it's because I'm a bit on the spectrum of autism, but things don't hold me, and I don't have favorites, and I will flail from one game to another. I do tend to rotate back round to the games that I love, and I will always play Guild Wars 2. I will always play World of Warcraft. I will always play Final Fantasy, it's like the seasons. They come and they go. They rise and they fall. So that's probably a more complicated answer than you were hoping for. But I'm terrible. I'm even like this with food. I drive my poor husband crazy. He will buy something, I will love it, I will eat it voraciously, and then a week later I'm like, nah, I'm not interested in that anymore. Honestly, I kid you not, I drive the man nuts. I do. You're terrible at shooting. You get me. Good. Oh, thank you. It's my stupid brain. Although I always like chocolate. I always like chocolate. I always like blueberries. Thornton's is my mecca. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you. I'm sorry. This is my associate Fornax. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. I loaded your lackey? I loaded your lackey up with goods not so long ago. My lackey? I have no such person. Mr. Lad, blue hair? No, he said he'd come on your behalf, and since he'd seen you, he seemed to know the details. I just assumed. Oh no, we've been ripped off. Confound it. Someone must have been dropping some eaves on our conversation. Sorry, that's a Lord of the Rings line. If this charlatan was here not long ago, he couldn't have got far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point in the south side of the town, and I shall go west. Okay. Moshamo. That's a cute name. Moshamo. Come, fat chocobar. Talking about fat things, I have to put my dog on a diet. She is one chunky puppy. I'm going to call her Jabba the Pup from now on. I shall take a photo for you guys and share it on Twitter. Jabba the Pup, my bestest puppy. Honestly, I'm scared that her little ankles are going to snap. I've got to stop feeding her. But she's so bossy. She bullies me into feeding her. But she has to be good. Okay, so search the surroundings for a male Mistral, which is the Makote name, with blue hair. You move the camera as you zoom in and out. Target the suspect with the button key. Okay. Okay, so we've got two. Is it you? Gotcha. Gotcha, dude. Are you wondering who's a pet here? Oh, I am the pet. So if she won't come upstairs, she'll make me carry her. She's gotten so podgy she can't jump up onto the bed. So I have to like she weighs a ton. She is chunky puppy. Like, it's no good. I have hit my dog with the fat stick. She loves like Marquis and Bonios and like cat sticks. Like not like sticks made of cat. Like cat treats. Maybe they think it's made of cat because there's a picture of a cat on it. I don't know. I'm not too sure of the psychology of my puppy. But man, she loves her dinner. You have a keen eye. Let's move on before he makes good his escape. Okay. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Blue. Okay, where are we off to? Okay. Let us haul chicken. Let us haul some chicken and get out of here. Right. Cat person, that's it. Bye, Van Daniel. Thanks for joining the stream, hon. Ah, there you go.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Forgive me. I have to get into the city.
Oh.
I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen.
Oh.
No one here gives a damn about me. But when the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea. Get in that way.
Poor lad.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear, must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Christerium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore.
Why?
Where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Underwood Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmorans' interest.
You'll give me your place. Just like that.
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
Furry.
I understand. Thank you, thank you.
He's not fluffy enough. The ears don't count.
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, but I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
Ah, the great moral predicament. Quite possibly. That is actually the right answer, but that's not who we are. Yeah. Morals are only morals when they cost you something.
I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alf, you know. Ever the slave to sentiment.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending.
Nah.
Time to write then.
Beginnings are difficult, endings are always sad. It's only the bit in the middle that you get.
Is that? I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble. Come on, they may need our help.
Good guy. His character is very sweet. It's oh. That is a massive beak. I'm getting beaten to death by an angry pelican? No. What do they call them? Wait, why can't I remember? Toucan. It's a toucan. There you go. Stupid. My brain and its stupid filing system. Okay. Toucan! Oh, my flowers are blooming. Those look quite intimidating, don't they? Headless tree monsters. Oh my goodness. Eris, my guildie made me these awesome clothes for my chocobar. It's super cute. Okay. Oh. Oh, how awesome would it be if we could ride these? He's such a handsome boy. Oh, bollocks. I take it back. He's really well considering. He just looks very toasty. Yes, toasty puppy. Or you. Handsome but angry. Handsome but angry, yes. Oh. And we get some harrowing account from inside. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Cough, cough, sputter. Mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. This poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him while I go. I get a fire going. I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay your kindness? We'll set off for a tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristral. I was invited into Umar to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures of them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Vothri's city. Within days they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the god-damned ocean. Dear me. From up there, however, were you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose, though if you haven't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. The citizens condone such barbaric punishments? Yes, oh my god. Oh, without a second thought, when Lord Valor passed judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Yulmar, his word is law. Wow, that sucks. The more I hear of you, the more determined I am to see what awaits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first we shall convey Tristral to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, we need to be out of this chilly coastal air. Oh, another... There is a way of tracking these air currents, and I can't for the life of me remember how to do it. It's been such a while since I'd had to do it. There's a clicky thing. You click it and you... Foxtrot. I'll have to bend my guildie's ear to remind me how to do it. Okay. Where are we going? So we're going... Oh, okay, we're going that way. Come on, Chucky. Best view ever. Yeah, this could be like Limsa Laminsa area of our own home world. It certainly has that feeling. But wow, what a nasty, corrupt place it is. It's interesting actually that in the storybooks, the tales of the Warrior of Light, it's hinted that the leader of Limsa Laminsa is actually from another world, and was transported here during one of the cataclysms. So yeah, it's interesting. Pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life, and if you permit me, I shall assist you in your attempts to end to Yumor, insofar as I am able, at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviour into that awful place makes me sick to the stomach, but since it's plain you set your mind on it, you should take this. Okay, what's he giving him? It's my favourite paintbrush. The Yumor elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want, and if I am not mistaken, a couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you might be able to convince people that you're a talented painter. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. We won't deprive you of such a treasured possession. I gave it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. Oh. As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided, but I shan't stay long in this place, not with the city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move to a new land and a new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day. Tristral. Alfino weighs the brush he received from Tristral in deep thought. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristral has repaid us with a gift as timely as it is unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I have some modest skill with a brush. Nothing approaching a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. As for you, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, perhaps you could pose as my assistant. And then it is settled. All we need to do now is return to Gate Town and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. Fat Makote incoming. Apparently fat, mean Makote. Boo, fat Makote. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand how a city is supposed to support itself if it doesn't get its agricultural needs fulfilled by the surrounding environs. So, unless we've got a okay, so my head is going to, what is that stuff that they're handing out to the common folk actually made of? Is it like ground up people? If it is, that is a super old trope from a film that was, gosh, made many decades ago. Ooh, sparkly black horse. Confound it, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Hunting logs. No, it's not in hunting logs. Aether currents. I genuinely think that there should be some sort of button. Whoa! I nearly ran off a cliff. Idiot. Idioto! Did I go the wrong way? Oh, foxtrot. Sorry, guys. I went the wrong way. I was digging in the wrong place. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely the outskirts of Limpsa in another universe. Ooh, my god, that looks... It's a bit scary. Okay, we're at Gate Town again. We'll see if we can get into the city, and then I'm going to go and get some lunch, because I've been at this for a while. And I don't know what it is about streaming, but my god, it makes me ravenous. Oh, widow alert. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it's been for the folks at our door. We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from a plume, and now a place for a painter of a plume. Come along and don't be slow. It's time to let your colours show. I can paint portraits at least. Landscapes and still lifes are as a rare accomplishment these days. Oh, I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around an easel. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpiece on your person? No, sadly not. Everything I painted was stolen, such as a life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note that it has seen no small amount of service. Oh, flecks of paint, both old and new, are too much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured on a harp. Very well, come with us and we'll put those talents to the test. And who is this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Why, this is my assistant. She whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with her or not at all. Parasite, then, we shall leave her fate to the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And have filled our last vacancy space, we retire to your more sweet embrace. Oh, mercy, the mole. We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token. We must empty the sack ere we make our way back. Yeah, there's something super creepy about all this. Here we go. That cocktail coming. Ooh.
Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days.
Boys pole dancing. Okay, this may be my favourite city. Equal opportunity.
They seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
Equal opportunity objectification, people. That's all we need. Welcome to the city of final pleasure. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No, not even a single tear. Moving right along then. Our first task is to register you as a resident, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so you just need to put on your happy faces and head through to Joyous Hall. The Bureau of Immigration is in the first room to the left. The passage, declare your name and occupation in a nice loud voice. The clerk will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pray no mind that those folk off to the side of the road are much like the hopefuls at Gate Town. They haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means take your time. What? Ah! But why waste another moment? Go, enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. Uh-huh. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we had better show ourselves willing for the time being. What? Did you need something? It's called the Derelicts. After those hulking warships from the flood, I suppose. Though these days there's nothing in the whole bleeding place the name doesn't apply to. The buildings, the path, the people, all forsaken, just sitting here waiting to rot. Oh, we survive, I suppose, like maggots in a corpse, feeding on whatever carrion we scrounge from the city. But live? No. Wow. Well, that got dark quick. Man, it's a sad place. another aether. I like the jade floor. It's very pretty. It's a little bit ostentatious for my taste, but hey. This is the end of the world, let's not be picky. What the fuck? What the fuck, nuts? Oh, that's cute. Okay. Welcome to you, boy. Fortunate friends, may I have your names? I am Alpha, not an artist, and this is Fornax, my assistant. Ah yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interviews and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Umor are divided into two classes. There are the free, who are blessed with the favour of Lord Vauntry, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you were chosen, in your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general labourer. I see, and might you tell me something of the patron we are to serve? The two patrons, actually, Chesnuz and Dula Chai, a misral couple whom most refer to as Shays. They are both gentle souls, but I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility for our own sake as much as theirs. And now a moment please while I complete the relevant paperwork. All is in order. There are your registration documents. It's not concerning at all. Take these papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once you have been stamped, you officially be Umor citizens. Enjoy your new life in paradise. I feel like the word paradise should be in like in commas. Paradise. Subservience forever. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. What have we here? Alvina artist, Fornax artist assistant, to be employed in the service of Lord Che Nuz and Lady Dula Che. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. I think it's best that we deliver you to the Che residence before... Uh-oh. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Oh dear. You smell hideous. Gosh, don't varnish your words, woman. Did you crawl here through the ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and muck of some unwashed beast. That's sound about fine. Proceed directly to the delirium next door and scrub yourselves clean. Oh my goodness, this could demonetize my stream. Use whatever showers are free. And after you're rinsed away the stench, you'll want to splash yourselves with perfume liberally. Once you've made yourselves presentable, then you may proceed to Che's residence. Komini, the guard by the stairs, will give you directions. You smell bad and you should feel bad. I hadn't realised we were so aromatic. Present yourself. Okay. Time for a scrub. Scrub-a-dub-dub. Genuinely, I am slightly concerned because this is a Japanese thing, so... am I gonna get, like, is this like a steamy cutscene now? You rinse yourself clean. Okay. Okay. I have to say, it only works if you change your clothes as well. Just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Where is the perfume? I don't think... where's the perfume? Here we go. Sweet smelling perfume. Oh, wow. Yes, roses in the air. When I was a very small human being, I did try and make some rose perfume. It did not work at all. You showered and dressed already, have you? Yep. It's not that to say, it seems rather exposed for one's... oh. What would Estinians say? Come on. Drop your socks and grab your... Good gods. You will mention nothing of this, swear to me. Oh, Alfino bashful as ever. I mean, there's curtains. You could protect your privacy that way. Well, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smell of road has been successfully expunged. Shall we go and present ourselves to our new patrons then? Okay. As soon as you see Fatima Kote, I'm gonna go and get some food. Oh my goodness, what a bottom. That lady is 50% legs and buttocks. Holy hell. You're looking to present yourself to the chase, are you? Let me explain how the city's laid out. Then imagine 3 tiers, one on top of the other. The layers here are called the buttress. Above is the understory where the military has its headquarters. Above that you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Umos spend their days. So if you want to find your new patrons, you will need to keep climbing until you run out of stairs. Then look for the Grand Dame's parlour. You'll be there. They will be in there like as not. Okay, so we're heading up. No lift? Primitive. There are so many bunny girls. I actually have a race change. If you're interested in watching me stylize my my dragon girl into a Oh. Welcome to your army quarters. That said, there's likely not much of interest for you here. It's interesting that they have... I'm going to go and get the... likely or not, we'll end up coming down here. If you want to overthrow a corrupt authoritarian, you need to win the favour of the army. I'm just saying, peeps. Keeping it real. nuts board? The clan nut board is covered in bills showing the details of wanted monsters. However, you are unable to accept any of the postings at present. Okay. Ooh. They look like cells. Gosh. Okay. Come on, Piggy. This way. We have oh, I got caught on the furniture. Oh, dude! Oh my goodness. I think someone just broke their knees. Okay. Upwards and onwards. So we've got the canopy next, which is, what did it say? Merchants and things like that. Ooh, pretty. Oh my god, I can't attune to it because I don't have permission. Look at the roses. Oh, so cute. Wow. No, yeah, no, we're here. We have arrived. I want to see Fat Makote. Where are the Fat Makote? Fat Makote incoming! Oh, she's so cute.
That silken hair, those pearly cheeks, oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers. I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he'll paint us the most delightful pictures.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Yulmore.
Alphino, if it please you, my lady. And this is mine.
Your assistant? I heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all.
Oh.
Of all people, 'tis she who best understands my work. With her unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations.
Way to build it up, dude.
Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than her being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city she has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for her priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on her behalf.
Oh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have her wish. She shall be free to roam to our
Run.
heart's content.
Oh, she's so cute.
Isn't that right, darling?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
I'm sensing a dynamic in this relationship. Yep. That is disapproval. That is deep, deep disapproval. Okay. Fatma Kote! Okay. Oh, more gear. Alfina would send you into the city to explore. Okay. Now, your opportunity to experience you more. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city from top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, perhaps. Such places are usually filled with colourful characters, only too eager to share their local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you would share any discoveries with me. In turn, we should both learn as much as possible about the new place of residence. Now we've seen who's dominant. She's so cute. Oh, a little pouty. Okay. So we have to have a good old explore. Thatcher roll. I'm a free citizen, so I'm a free citizen, so I'm not required to work, but I like it. It's nice to feel as if I'm contributing. Drowning people's sorrows. That's interesting. So they're not all idle layabouts. I highly recommend the food here. Yes, I'm one of that makes it, but it was good enough for me to get in as a bonded citizen along with the whole family. So this isn't merely my ego talking. Okay. So there's lots of people to talk to. Lots of places to see. The lift operator. And mayhaps there's something, my goodness, I'm starting to talk like the dialogue. Perhaps there is something that we're supposed to specifically interact with. What a fantastic counter. That is all manner of goods. Mine apologies, but I'm afraid I must turn you away for the moment. Please return later. Okay. Wow, Harlequin patterns, quite popular. I'm gonna run around the outside and enjoy the view. Yeah, this is definitely Limsa on a really bad day. Hello. Alright, beyond this lift, you will find the residence of your most free citizens, or you would if you were authorized to enter, which you are not. Dude. There's no need to be quippy about it. So, would you guys like to live in a city like this? I tire of this place. Yes, my lady. Oh my goodness. Vested interest and unearned privilege makes my skin crawl. It's not good, guys. It's not good. Oh, I got some gear, didn't I? Dope. Let's see if it's any better than what I was wearing. No, we're good. Oh, summoning bell. Genuinely, can I summon my guy? I can. Okay, no, I'm not cross-realming him. That would be mean. Oh, and there's a letterbox. That's good. So what am I supposed to be looking for? Let's have a look. Okay, it's this way. No, it's this way. Too far. Ah, okay. amiable maiden. Hello there. I am fresh registered, are you? You seem a little lost. Always lost. Well, 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? Big, strong lad, long hair, tied back. He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realised I dropped my handkerchief, and now I've been waiting here all alone while he's off searching for it. I'm not so terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, could you be obliged? I would be obliged if you would pass on the message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to me at once. First world problems. Errant handkerchiefs. Oh, cute. Ah, there he is. Holy shirt balls. What? Well, I didn't expect that. Wretched white. That was so close. What? Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have caught it and blown it over the edge, but luckily it caught on something. I thought if I could stretch out far enough... Oh, goodness, dude, it's a handkerchief. You risk your life for a scrap of cloth. Are you bajonkas? It's not just a scrap of cloth. Not if it belongs to her. I would risk my life and more to spare my mistress a single moment of sadness. When I first came to Yoon, I thought only of my improving my own life, but there is so much more in the city than wealth and plenty. There is no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has been ever so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in goods that I would possibly be happier. Wow. Sorry, I might have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, should you come with me to meet my lady once she hears of your deed, you'll be witness to her generosity firsthand. What, lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet, I must return to her immediately. Golly gosh. I mean, it's good to be dedicated to your work. It is. I mean, you want to be, you know, enjoy your job and be dedicated, but wow. Mayton told me everything. I am so very grateful you were there to offer your assistance. You seem a dedicated patron. Oh, my attitude is not unusual, I assure you. Without the effort of our bonded residents, we free citizens would not enjoy the pleasures of our daily lives. They are deserving of our unending gratitude. Mayhaps in other societies our differences stand would breed prejudice or resentment, but in Umor a most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. Part of the measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all our properties, finance, intellectual and otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concerns of earning coin has an almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There is no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy the tranquil existence. This is super social commentary. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must see what the market has to offer as a reward for your return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I have not forgotten, of course, our courageous messengers returned rescuer. Okay, feet. Footsies, yay! We like gear. Hey, and I get some new shoes. How am I looking? Very, very dainty indeed. The amiable maiden suddenly appears concerned. All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I have given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I have not interrupted your work unduly. A tour of the city, is it? Then you really must visit the Beehive. It's always buzzing with activity, local humour. Anyway, a lady by the name of Teespring usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. Can I rub the crystal yet? No! Gosh darn it. Boss food. Yes, I am Hank Marvin. Okay. So I'm going to take an hour and I will be back for more Final Fantasy fantabulous exploration and apparently a lot of dialogue. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back post haste after my tryst with dinner. Bye. Bye, dinner. Bye bye.